Hey y'all, welcome to Friday's Kitchen. Welcome back if you have been here before. In today's video, we are making an orange cranberry cream cheese pound cake. If you guys are interested in seeing how I made it, stay tuned. Also, while you're here, I ask that you please take a moment, look down below, consider pressing that subscribe button, join our family, and come back for some more recipes. We have the ingredients we'll need for the cake. Up first, we have 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Everything has been sifted together. 3 cups of granulated sugar, 6 eggs at room temperature, 3 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature, an 8-ounce package of cream cheese at room temperature. We'll be using 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Here we have the zest of 2 navel oranges, and 1 cup of dried cranberries that have been rehydrated by soaking in hot water for 10 minutes. I'm going to dry these out a bit more and then coat with flour before mixing into the cake batter. We've started by preheating the oven to 300 degrees. In our bowl, we have the butter and cream cheese. I'm going to turn on and mix until well combined, and then I'm going to go in with the granulated sugar. Once I add the sugar, I'm going to let the mixer run for 5 to 10 minutes until the mixture becomes nice and fluffy and lightens in color. Then I'm going to go in with the eggs one at a time. Once I add an egg, I like to wait for the yolk to break before adding the next. We'll go in with the vanilla extract and then the flour mixture. Finally, I'll add the orange zest, and then we'll remove the bowl from the stand mixer and fold in the cranberries. So here we have our cake batter. I am going to now fold in the cranberries. I coated them in about 1.5 tablespoons of flour. All right, so let me grab the cake pan. We can go ahead and get that prepped so we can get the cake into the oven. All right, y'all, so this is the pan we're going to use to bake the cake. I forgot to leave some butter out to soften, so it's a little melted, and we're going to kind of work with what we have. But for this cake, I'm going to use the butter and sugar method to coat the pan. I think that would be really good for this cake. So I am now just taking this butter, coating the pan, and then we're going to go in with a couple tablespoons of granulated sugar, and that is what will prevent our cake from sticking to the pan as it bakes. I had someone comment, I believe it was the red velvet cake I did, and I used this method, and they were a little nervous. They were like, I don't know about that, but it does work. You guys see me do it. I've never had any issues using that method, even with this pan that has started to stick a bit when I use like a non-stick spray. So I say give it a shot, but by all means do what you're most comfortable with. I completely understand that these ingredients are too expensive and you'll want to risk it sticking to the pan. I get it. Someone asked me if I've ever done this with brown sugar, and I said no. And I'm nervous because I think it may stick, so I do understand. All right, so let me grab the sugar. Again, we're gonna add a couple tablespoons in here to coat the pan. I'll be right back. All right, so now we're just gonna toss around to coat the entire pan with the sugar. And I'm just gonna dump the excess out. You see here, I have that little spot that's not coated. I don't wanna go in with more butter, so I am just gonna spray a little non-stick spray in that one little area. Another right there. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the cake batter. Y'all, I love how pretty that is. I think this is gonna be a good one. I will tell y'all that it was looking like it didn't have enough cranberries in it for me, So I did go in and add another 1/4 cup of cranberries. Those I did not rehydrate, nor did I coat in flour. But I did want to let you guys know that I did go in and add some more just as is. And again, those are the dried, sweetened cranberries. All right guys, so again, the oven has been preheated to 300 degrees. This will bake for about an hour and a half. I will adjust that time as needed, but as always, I'll let you guys know exactly how long it takes in my oven when I remove it. Here's the cake after 1 hour, 30 minutes in the oven. We're gonna let it hang out in the pan for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll be back to turn it out onto a cake board. Now we're going to turn the cake out onto a cake board. I actually want this side of the cake to be right side up, so I'm going to flip it once over onto a plate and then back over onto the cake board. So we are going to leave this here to completely cool, and in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get started on our glaze. We're going to get started on the glaze. Here I have 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. To this, I'm going to add a splash of vanilla extract. Then we're going to go in with some of the orange juice. And a little heavy whipping cream. We're going to stir until well combined. Add a little more juice. And guys, I'm just adding a little of both at a time until I reach my desired consistency. All right, so this is the consistency I want it to be. I'm going to keep stirring off camera to work out some of the lumps that are still inside, but we'll be back once the cake has completely cooled and we're ready to glaze. So we are back. The cake has cooled. Now we're gonna go ahead and put our glaze on top. All right, guys, give me just a second and I'll bring you in for a closer shot, and then we'll cut the cake so you can see what the inside looks like. We've made it to the end of the video. Here we have the finished product, our orange cranberry cream cheese pound cake. Guys, this cake is so good. It is super moist, really, really good. The orange flavor really comes through, and I love, me personally, when it comes to citrus, I prefer to use Zest versus the extracts. So the flavor really comes through, and I love the contrast of color between the orange zest and the cranberry pieces that are in the cake. Really good. I would definitely recommend you guys give this recipe a try. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about anything I've done, leave them down below in the comment section. While you're here, I ask that you please take a moment, look down below, consider pressing that subscribe button, join our family, come back for some more recipes. As always, I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.